Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the one and done eyeshadow makeup tag. I want to give credit where credit is due. This is definitely not something that I came up with. This was in my comment section. Somebody asked for me to do it and I tried looking up these type of videos and there's a ton of them. There's so many. So I will be leaving a bunch of different creators in the description box who have done this and just linking you to those videos as well as letting you guys know. I mean, I went back and I looked and there's people as far back as 5 years ago, one of which being Kristen Gem as well as Melissa 55. I will be leaving them in the description box. And then please, if you know other people as well, or if you know the true original creator, maybe I got lucky and I found them. I have no idea. Just leave that in the comments section. The idea behind this tag is really all in the name. Your favorite one and done shadows. These are my favorite shadows that I will take one and I will put it all over my lid, blend it up into the crease, take it on the lower lash line, put on some mascara, liner if I wish, and call it a day. Literally one and done. All the shadows that I'm going to be speaking about today are singles. So these can be bought individually and these are the ones that I reach for the most when it comes to singles. If you would like to see my favorite go-to, my top drawer palettes and that one shade that I go for, because there's always the one shade in especially the natural palettes that I will grab for that shade and throw it on really quickly and run out of the door. So if you would like to see my favorite shades for the one and done in palettes, you guys just let me know. But without further ado, let's jump into my favorite one and done singles. I'm going to start off with matte shadows. I have some glittery ones in here, some creams, you know, but I'm going to show you guys the mattes first. This MAC palette here, I have shown you guys several times and I've also dropped it on the floor several times. Can you see how many broken shadows I have in here? Now this one here and this one here I've hit pan on. This is MAC Nylon. That's one of my favorites for doing the brow arch, the inner corner, but it's not a one and done shadow and neither is MAC's Brune. This is something that I like to deepen up and I like to use. I could use it to create this liner that I have on today or just, you know, smudge right across my lash line. There's 3 in here though that are definitely some of my favorites for the one and done look. And MAC Kid is one of them. This is one of my favorites that I've had for a long time. When I knew that this was going to be discontinued, I purchased so many and I don't regret that because it's just a perfect neutral shade. And you will notice that a lot of my favorites tend to be more neutral. Some have like a pinky undertone to them, but I will be including some warmer shades. This one is definitely more neutral and I will be showing you guys swatches on my daughter's arm as well because, you know, I can't. But this right here is MAC's Kid. It is something that is so subtle that it barely looks like you have anything on, but in the best way. I'm going to build this swatch up just a little bit more. It has such a nice creamy texture to it. It's so incredible. I have loved the shade for so long. I just, so good. Then we have something a little on the warmer side as promised. This is Tete, I think, again from MAC. This was discontinued before I ever even got my hands on it, so I was really sad. I knew it was a cult favorite and I was just like, I want it. It's softer. It is something that it has a little bit of coral in there, a little bit of pink. It's warmth without being overboard and it is so pretty. You put this on in a really peachy blush. It's gorgeous, like spring perfection. Then we have Uninterrupted. This was originally a pro longwear formula. So if you remember, they had the larger pans, the pro longwear ones. That was what this was originally, but then when they did their re-release, they put it in the Pro Pan. I don't know if this one is in like the regular packaging, but I know you can get it in the Pro Pan. I love the shade when I'm wanting something warmer but grungy. I want it to be a little bit darker. I love the mustardy undertone to this, and I like to take Costa Riche and smudge all in to my waterline. So I'll put it in the waterline. I will put it right on the top of my lid and then underneath. Take this all over just like I would with all the other shades. Lid, crease, transition, upward, underneath, all that, and then just go in with Costa Riche and smudge it out. It's the perfect pair. Now there's one more that I want to mention from MAC. I wasn't originally going to add this one because I don't use it as much, but I still really like it. So I was sitting there looking at it, I was like, I gotta talk about it, I gotta talk about it. And this is another slightly deeper for my skin tone, which I am a light medium. I am right now like an NC27 in MAC, and this is it's HAUX. This is beautiful. If you want something that is more cool, like this is definitely a cooler undertone. It's slightly purple, and it is gorgeous, just blended out all over the lid. And then I would pair this with a more pinky or very natural, like Becca Wild Honey. That would be gorgeous with this. But yeah, so those are the ones from MAC. The next three are from Give Me Glow and then Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace has one of the best matte formulas in the game, if you ask me. And the first one right here is San Jose. This one popped into my mind immediately when I was asked to do this tag. It is such a beautiful shade, and again you can see it's a little bit more on the neutral, like neutral brown side. It is stunning. And then the other one, it's a little bit warmer, but it still has like that pinky kind of terracotta-y shade, like undertone to it. And this is Honesty. I remember when I was doing several videos, like tutorials for Sydney Grace, that I used this one a ton. And as you can see, it's darker, but not too dark. And it's such a pretty color. The terracotta pink is just, it's slight. I could wear it with this lip, which I definitely think is more of a terracotta nude, and it would go perfectly together. But it's still more on the natural pink versus too warm or like just too loud. And then Give Me Glow. This is the Ultra Matte Pigment in the shade At the Beach. This one's more neutral, slightly like a grayish pink undertone to it, but mainly neutral, and again, gorgeous. All right, let's go. There's two more mattes, and these are from Marc Jacobs. They are also ginormous. I have here the Omega Shadows in Daddy-O, which you can see this one's a little bit deeper, and it's also brown, more of a neutral brown. Let me show. Oh, these are so creamy. Oh my gosh, I think these are fabulous. Fabulous. Need to make sure my hand is all the way dry from the makeup eraser. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, yes. Yes. If I want to be smokier, a little bit more bold, and I'm definitely going to be adding a liner, either smudged or a wing, whatever, this works out really nicely, and then it blends up. Let me show you. So if I have this on my lid and then just blend it upward, it blends so nicely. So you don't have to worry about this dark of a shade being so far up. This formula just blends like a dream. And I know it probably looks a little patchy right here, but it's my hand and I'm doing it with my finger. I just want you guys to see that it's possible. Pack it on the lid, blend it upwards. It's like a one and done smoky eye. And then we have the Big O. This one leans a little bit more peachy, but again, not too much. It's kind of like a neutral peach. It's a little bit more peachy on my eyes, but it's just something that, again, if you want to have some warmth but not too much, such a good shade. Such a good shade. And if you feel like doing more than just one and you want to put two shades, these go together really, really well. So if you take the darker brown with Daddy-O, yes, Daddy-O, and you put it all over your lid and kind of into the crease and then blend out the edges with the Big O. I gotta make sure I get these correct. Yes, the Big O. Good, so good. Now let's get into the shimmer, more metallics, the pot shadows, the cream pot. You guys know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. I gotta start off with this one. I just spoke about this, and it is from Chanel, and it's New Moon. And I am going to get out a brush because my fingers with nails do not like to get in here very well, especially these have a little bit more of a dip to them. This one is New Moon. I'm gonna build this up just a little bit, but do you see that shine? Oh, I could just, right now, just, I'm gonna build up just a little bit. Oh, this is just, it's everything. And on me, the purple and the red undertones really come out, and then it has just this beautiful reflection. The sparkle in this is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. It's one of my all-time favorites in my entire collection, something that I've reached for years and years. And I'm glad that when they did the relaunch of these, that this stayed, because oh my gosh, there were so many that were gotten rid of or discontinued, and I was panicking. I was like, please don't take away New Moon. Please, please, please. This one, it's just, I don't need to say anything. It's beautiful. I believe these are underrated. They are from CIATE London, and they are called the Marbled Metals. I have all of these, or at least close to all of these, and I just picked out two of them that I like to use the most often, and I just think that these are incredible. If you're familiar with the Huda Beauty New Nude and how it has these little, let me show you. This is what it looks like. So you can see that there's other pieces in here, so it kind of looks marbled. It's the same type of look as what is in the New Nude palette from Huda Beauty. But I'm going to take this one. This is the shade Phoenix. These are really, really easy to work with. I'm gonna build this up just a little bit. What I love about this one is the green, like, little specks in here. Can you guys see that? It's pinkish red, and then it has this multi effect that's like greenish blue. Oh, I live for it. I live for this. Oh gosh, they're so good. And then the other one is Wicked, which is a little bit, it's a lot darker, but it's a purple, and it has these specks in there as well, and it has that green and blue undertone. Here is Wicked. See that? Again, building it up. I mean, that's what I do on my eyes anyways. I build it up and then I will blend it out. So you could just see how much softer that is with just a little bit of the excess. So again, take it all over your lid into the crease and then just lightly blend right around the edges, and perfection. So this is one that I really love to reach for when I want color. I want something that's going to be a little bit more va-va-voom, a little bit more dramatic, but still one and done and really easy to achieve. But it looks like with that finish, it looks like I probably put on 3 different shadows, you know, like a base, a glitter, and then like maybe a metallic shade or something. But no, these are just underrated. So many brands have these type of shadows, but CIATE really did a phenomenal job. I'm not sure if you can get your hands on this one anymore, so I'm sorry if you can't. I don't think it's at Sephora anymore, but if you find it somewhere else and you're absolutely in love with it, I can tell you that it is absolutely worth it. This is the SEE-QUINS from Marc Jacobs in the shade Topaz Flash. I remember seeing this on my best friend Kelsey. She had this on her eyes and I was like, what is that? She had been asking me what I wanted for my, I think for Christmas. I believe it was for Christmas. I said, I want that. Whatever is on your eyes, I want that. The formula of this is a little chunkier though. It is something that you're going to have to, like, I don't know if you guys saw how I'm pressing that onto my hand, especially seeing as I don't have a primer or anything on. These can get a little bit of like the glitter on your eyes. They're a little softer in the pot. After you use them for a while, it will, you know, pack down a little bit more, but they're still softer than these are. Like, these are just compacted a little bit more. And this one is more loose, but do you see that? Oh my gosh. New Moon, this one right here, and this one pairs. Like, I'm doing this one and done, but I'm sitting here looking like, oh, this would go really well together. It's going to turn into the one and done to the two and done. Victoria Beckham, and I can blame this on Michelle Wong. And then just so you guys know, Chanel's New Moon, that was definitely Mallory Brooke. This is in the shade Mink. And just so you guys know, all of these, with the exception of the Chanel, have this little plastic piece that you put on top. Make sure that you keep this and you always re-secure it before you put the top back on so that you don't risk your shadows drying out. This is Mink. Taupey amazingness. I want this on my eyes right now. Just like put it on there. This is just, it's so pretty. It's so reflective. And again, you can wear this lighter. You can buff it onto the lid. You don't have to make it this intense. I just like for you guys to truly see how intense it can be and to really see the opacity that you can get. You can use your finger and apply these. You can use a softer blending brush and just buff them all over. It's really however you would like to do it. I just want to, you guys just have to see it. You just have to see it. Then we have Hourglass Smoke. And this is the scattered light, or wait, glitter. Scattered light glitter eyeshadow. My eyes are just all over the place. I believe this one was because of Samantha Ravindal. I'm pretty sure it was. I believe this is one of those releases that I actually tried to not get. But yeah, it didn't work out for me. This is much softer, has a beautiful reflection to it, but it's more natural. You have more of that natural tone. Stunning. Last, but certainly not least, this is a newer one to my collection, and again, I recently spoke about it, but I love this. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk, Pillow Talk, the Jewel Pot. I originally had gotten Walk of No Shame, and that one is gorgeous as well, especially if you want something deeper. But this one, Pillow Talk, is just, it is the bee's knees. This is what it looks like. These jewel pots are stunning. So if you don't want something that is as intense as the CIATE or as intense as the Marc Jacobs one, you want to have that shine, but you just don't want it to be in your face. This is a formula I would highly suggest. Again, you can build it up, but you really don't need to. Use your finger, use whatever, use a brush. This has the most beautiful pink undertone in the sparkle. It gives a beautiful reflection on the eyes, especially in low light. And it doesn't look crepey on the eyes. It doesn't accentuate texture. It's just such a good formula. So if you're looking for something that is going to give you that sparkle and shine, but isn't going to be too much and it's not going to add texture, I would say go with this formula. I would love to see Charlotte release so many different colors of this. I would be so happy. I would be so, I mean, I'm already happy. I got my Pillow Talk, so we're good. But I mean, just give me some more. All right, beauties, that is it for today. Those are my favorite one and done shadows. Please let me know if any of these caught your eye and you're like, oh yeah, I like that too. Or if you've already tried them, or better yet, let me know some of your favorites that I haven't mentioned, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.